Hi everyone, welcome to the online class about discovering and learning about essential oils. Let me tell you about myself first. So I have actually been on this oily journey for about 1 year now. What actually put me on this journey is in the back of my mind, I've always been a natural health freak, but work and everything else kind of overtook in the foreground a lot. So, I was busy working, had a couple of jobs, and then also helping a business expand and grow that business. So, in the back of my mind, I've never, I think, been self-aware or what I really truly wanted. So ever since I have my daughter, or actually fell pregnant, that's what actually started me on this journey. So when I fell pregnant with my daughter, I always told my husband, like, if we do bring our child into the world, that I want her or him to live in a really healthy, clean environment. I've always known products that we're using will have all kinds of chemicals or whatever, and it's just not good for our body. It does build up, but what it also does is it causes a lot of different sicknesses. So I think what kind of got more attention for myself was while I was pregnant with my daughter, I noticed that a lot more kids in this generation there's a lot more intolerances, there's a lot more sickness, there's a lot more allergies, there's a lot more kids with behavior issues. There's so many more issues that are occurring than from when I was in high school or when I was in school. Like, if there was anyone that did have a nut allergy or something, there was only 1 out of 100 students. But now there's actually from the Mums and Bubs group that I was at, there was probably about 20 kids, and at least 8 of them had something. There was a nut allergy, there was an intolerance to milk, egg, and all those gluten intolerances. Never heard of it 20 years ago. So obviously something is changing and something is affecting our kids to actually get sick more. And I was actually talking to a friend who has 4 kids, and she said that with her kids, her 3 older kids, nothing wrong with them. They all are fine. They've all been grown up, raised the same way. Also, there was no food or anything that was different during her pregnancies with them. But with her 4th child, she has no idea why the 4th child has an egg allergy, even though her other, again, she hasn't done anything different. So it could be so many other factors that would have led to that. But that just kind of brings into perspective of where I'm coming from and what I like to do. So my business is The Natural Home, and I like to, give mums or just anyone, current mums, grandparents, or people that don't even have kids now, to just actually be more aware of what you're using on the home, because it could affect your future child or children now. So I'm lucky and blessed that my daughter doesn't have any allergies or anything like that, but she does have my skin condition. So when I was younger, I've always had eczema, and I've always wanted to make sure that whatever I could do was to avoid it. So I breastfed her, moisturized her and everything, and her skin was really good. And then all of a sudden, recently, I think maybe 6 months ago, around 6 months ago, last December, January, around there, I was actually going through a lot of stress and trauma or something, and I actually started breaking out. My eczema got worse, so I had it under control for at least a couple of years. Even through pregnancy, I had that under control, but then something in my body must have triggered, and I started to get eczema again. And because I was still breastfeeding her at that same time, she started to break out at the exact time that I did. So obviously something was affecting me, was affecting my daughter as well. We've been pretty clean living, but I think it was just more emotional stress that I was going through. And again, kids kind of feed off our energy. So again, from that, it just made me more aware that what she had was kind of a symptom of mine. So now that we've voted, like both our placements have cleared, and that was just like working emotionally on ourselves. It's all fine and just being clean living, making our own moisturizers as well. So that's been really, really good now. So what I wanted to do was actually share with you a couple of oils that you could use in the home, because, what actually got me researching more and more was, I think when my daughter was about 6 months, and I think she was just starting to crawl and do all the, have that milestone of actually having more freedom to move and stuff like that. But there was just one day where I realized, like, I had just cleaned the floor with the normal floor cleaner I had, and she started crawling and then putting her hands in her mouth. So I was like, hold on, I've just cleaned it with the chemical. What is my daughter actually putting in her mouth? Like, I always know there's like things left behind, like how actually clean is the floor. So it kind of scared me a bit. So then I did my research, which is where I found the doTERRA oils. And that's where I really started my journey. So I'll be explaining a bit more about the oils that I found.